Hello, Senior Stoner fan, the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Gpen Hyer Budsy bottle diamond dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, you know what to do. If you love the video, hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. Let's get started with today's topic. How do you become a trustworthy person? Being trustworthy is admirable and desirable. It's a trait other people look for in a person, and it's confirmation that you're reliable, supportive, and honest. If you'd like to become more trustworthy and have others come to rely on you, there are some ways we can go about doing it. Let's get started. Well, you got to be of good character. You got to have more than good intentions in life. While it's nice to mean well, it's far better to show people that you're a person who's reliable, tries their best at all times, and thinks clearly. Meaning well can end in all sorts of problems, including excusing oneself for failure to follow through. On the other hand, good character lets other people know that you have traits that can always be relied upon. Actions speak far louder than words. Good character is forged in good, caring, and thoughtful actions. We need to be reliable and keep our word. When we say we're going to do something for someone, we got to do it. People rely on a promise, and seeing it through is the hallmark of a trustworthy person. Hand things in on time. Be where you say you're going to be punctually, and arrive when you say you will, and depart when you say you would. Don't break your promise. If you got problems keeping it, talk to the person about the circumstances, but with a view to fulfilling what you can of the promise. Don't simply fail to do it or slink away if it's not doable. Be honest in everything you do. Honesty is the keystone to people knowing where they stand with us. Honesty includes having good manners, but when being frank, at least be polite. Sometimes it's necessary to sugarcoat the truth so that the bitter pill is easily swallowed with greater ease. Some honesty can be hard, but it's essential. Be compassionate, kind, and considerate, because those traits feed into trustworthiness, because they let people know that we give people the time of day and that we're willing to give second chances. Compassion has to be felt from within and learned through experience by standing in other people's shoes, seeing things from their perspective. Practice looking at things maybe from the other person's perspective until it feels second nature. When you're able to think about the other person first because you're already internally strong and well-nurtured, then we'll be viewed as trustworthy. People tell us things in confidence because they trust us. There's a bond to never be broken. So we must guard those confidences closely unless and until the person who bestowed us with it says we can do otherwise. Avoid befriending the gossiping types other than to say hi to them as you pass by. Instead, try to find people of good character who are also aiming to be trustworthy, caring, and strong, just like you are. Support each other and help each other to continue to grow as good human beings throughout life. Quality over quantity truly applies to friendships as much as anything in life. While being friendly is all great and wonderful, having quality friends who are close to you will often mean the group is much smaller. You got to rid yourself of negative behaviors. Don't deceive people. Don't lie. Hard rule. There will be times when deception and lying seem like the right way out of something, but the truth will eventually come out, and it's better to take control of bad actions, bad news, and bad happenings before your deception or untruthful statements unravel. Trust me on this one. Be the better and bigger person and tell the truth and avoid the temptation to cover things up. The truth is always going to come out one way or the other. Knock it into your head, tattoo it on your forehead, remind yourself of that. Try to avoid gossip, rumor mongering, or innuendo. None of those things read Trustworthy person. They're the opposite. Avoid getting involved in the gossip. Avoid starting rumors and don't succumb to insidious suggestions about other people. Speak plainly, rely on facts, and point out the reality to others when they lack the facts, but mouth off anyway. Move away from the gossip clan. Once it's your turn, you probably hurt someone's feelings while you tell them everything. Remember that the truth will always find a way out, so don't even start with the nasties. And if all else fails, just think about how that person you're talking about would feel and just tell your friends you ain't got nothing to talk about that person. Remember to apologize when it's needed. Tell people you may have hurt that you're sorry for making a mistake, for getting them wrong, or for being totally out of order. Sometimes it's just best to say sorry and own your mistake. Then do your best to make up to the other person. Tell them that you're doing your level best to be a better, more trustworthy person now, and you don't have any of your old ways involved hurting other people. Maintain the long-term relationship in place of short-term gain. You see, cheating on, lying, or sneaking around someone you care about because you're focused on an initial current thrill will end in pain. You see, if things aren't going well in any relationship, communication is key, not subterfuge and cheating. Talk openly to try to find a solution that's blocking that relationship. Clarity and willingness to solve are signs of trustworthy people. Well, you gotta stay trustworthy if you're trustworthy. You gotta realize that being trustworthy is a journey. It takes time to change bad habits, a poor attitude. Earning trust takes time too, especially if you've been a difficult human being in the past. Yes, it's gonna happen, especially as you continue to prove through actions that we are reliable, honest, and of good character. Remind ourselves at all times that being trustworthy is a valuable asset to our life and to the lives of the people we care about. You got to be strong. It's important to remember that life is not a popularity contest. Sometimes people won't appreciate your honesty, your strength against unkindness, and your unwillingness to gossip or spread rumors. That's just a fact we got to live with. Understanding that all people have to come to their own realizations about holding better values in life. And we've got to believe in ourselves, to validate the good in ourselves at all times because we do the best we can. Trust yourself and love yourself so you can relay the inner trust you have to others. Grow yourself, and then you can grow with others. Know yourself, and then you can learn from others. You see, becoming trustworthy around everyone, not just your nearest and dearest, being trustworthy is even more of a compliment than being loved, possibly. And loyalty to those not present proves that loyalty to those who are present. And remember, hanging out with good role models, friends, inspires us to be good human beings. Half-truths are whole lies. Omissions are lies too. Trust takes years to build, but seconds to destroy. Think carefully before you act in haste. And remember that becoming a trustworthy person is not easy. But staying a trustworthy person is even more difficult. Thank you for joining me, everybody, talking about becoming a trustworthy person. I think it's really important around holiday time. We put our trust in a tremendous amount of people. If you look around your circle at people who you blindly trust, I bet it's pretty large. Relatives, friends, maybe even certain people that you work with. But you know what? Are they all worthy of your trust? Diamond Dab of the Day coming up on our Gpen Hyer with Budsy bottle. The taste, the hit, I can't wait. Thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to do what you need to do. Hit that subscription button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. Oh, and by the way, tell your friends. Have a great one, everybody. The Real Senior Stoner with the Hyer. boy. Performance and power. Have a great one, everybody. And as always, thanks for joining the Real Senior Stoner. Cheers.